Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yan, sige, simulan na natin. Let us formally start our interview here. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Just Success, where we get to bring people to talk about his life, his career, and his success story, especially in this afternoon's episode. We are going to have an interview with Mr. Jorell Gonzalez, talking about him being a former BPO worker, enjoying better work environment through online freelancing. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, parang very common theme itong naririnig natin itong sa BPO kasi we need a better work environment. They could have lasted longer kapag meron sanang better work environment doon. So, let us get to know Mr. Jorell and his experience, especially his journey in freelancing. Because, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes maybe some of you might be choosing in between going to BPO or working as a freelancer. Freelancer. Nasa sa inyo po yan, ladies and gentlemen. We have nothing against BPO. We have nothing against that. We have nothing against working in corporate. Nasa sa inyo yan. It really is your choice if you want to do that. However, we are giving you an option. So it is up to you, ladies and gentlemen. I-weigh na lang ninyo, pakinggan ninyo ang kwento ni Jorel, and let's see if it will encourage you to at least take a look at freelancing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jorel is giving away a gift, a PDF copy of 3 quick steps to start your freelancing career. Just share this interview on your Facebook wall and share it on the comment section down below to receive this free gift. Ladies and gentlemen, ito po, catered by Jorel himself. So, ang mga information na galing dito comes from his experience. Kaya I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that puts weight on the content that he is giving you, ladies and gentlemen. Kaya please lang, pakishare lang po ito and then comment shared in the comment section. 2 steps lang po yan. Share it on your wall and comment shared on the comment section. And you will be able to get this free gift. Kapag hindi po automatic, sabihin nyo lang sa amin para we will manually send it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, and paki-invite ang mga kaibigan natin dyan, yung mga nagtutulog-tulugan pa dyan, yung mga nangangailangan din ng mga work dyan. Alam ko, marami sa atin itong mga frustrated. You know, when you are frustrated, parang ayaw mo nang makinig ng kahit ano dyan, ayaw mong manood. Sometimes, it will lead even to depression. Kaya dapat gisingin nyo kung sino yung mga palapit na ma-depress dyan dahil sa kawalan ng trabaho. At tignan natin kung meron tayong magagawa sa kanilang future. Okay, I've said enough. Let me go straight to Jorel. Jorel, what's your story?
Thank you, Sir Phoenix. So I was in the BPO industry for God knows how long. Siguro I started way back around 2009 or so. Um, After I graduated, medyo tumambay muna ako ng mga ilang taon. So, and then, I started working sa call center. Kasi I got my wife pregnant. She's on the background. I'm sorry about that. And then, yun
It's
nga,
okay.
um, it was a long journey. I can say that I've been to different companies talaga ang dami. Pero yung pinaka-highlight siguro is with Wells Fargo, with QBE, um, with JP Morgan Chase. I was with JP Morgan Chase at one time as well. And then most recently is with Airbnb with TDCX. So um, for me, it's when I got introduced to freelancing. All right, it's actually an accident because, with all honesty, I started freelancing no nag-start yung pandemic when all the BPOs were being sent to home to work from home and
Mm-mm.
being sent with their equipment. So I was thinking, well, I'm at home and I have my own laptop or computer, and why don't I find a job that na pwede kong isabay sa BPO job ko. And luckily, I have a network of friends after finding some from social media to Upwork. What really helped me is my network of friends who are already on freelancing. And my very first freelancing job was a a medical biller for braces and for CGM. CGM is like an alternative for breaking para sa diabetes para ma-check mo yung sugar levels mo. So that's it. I'm not taking any phone calls. I'm just doing admin tasks for as a medical biller, doing some encoding as well for for patient information and all that. At the same time, nag-calls ako sa Airbnb. So yun yung task ko.
Wow.
But everything was worth it because I was even being paid more dun sa freelancing ko compared sa
Mm-mm.
salary ko sa BPO. So I stayed there and then yung sa freelancing ko, the first freelancing ko, my my boss, our client saw that I have potential. So but that time I was really, aiming for a leading, a team lead position sa TD or at least an SME. So maybe he
Mm-hmm.
saw that, na this guy's got potential. So he said that, what do you think about, having a small team for customer service and then, training them and being the lead. So I was like, hey, why not? I mean, as long as it's how much higher pay than what I'm getting from you right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is what happened. So um, I was a team lead and a trainer for that for that medical company. At the same time, I was doing PDCX. So at that time, so freelancing ko, I was already earning almost two or three times versus the amount of money that I'm getting from my BPO job. So
Mm-mm.
I had to make I have to choose kasi parang nahihirapan na rin ako na pagsabayin silang dalawa. Kaya naman. That's the thing about I guess that's my baptism on fire for being or trying to do two separate jobs at the same time. So that is basically um, my practice for for major multitasking, like two different jobs at the same time. So sa
Yeah.
freelancing kasi may ganun eh. Na if you really want to earn more, if it's really all about the money for you, then get as much clients as you want, as long as
Correct.
you give out the quality, the quality outcome that they're expecting you to give out. So, but at that time, hindi ko na talaga kaya mag-call. So I had to let go of TDCX and focus on 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 this freelancing gig that I had. So I was, working there, spending all my time there. Sometimes I do 12 hours, 13-hour shifts. Hindi naman 18 hours, hindi naman ako vice president. Yeah, mahal natin sila. So, yun nga, so I was doing that and then that I was at the point na I really want to find out what I want to do. What's my niche for, sa freelancing.
Mm.
That's the first off. That's
Yeah.
the first thing that you need to do. You need to find out what outcomes you want, what freelancing outcomes you want, what you really want to do, what's your focus. If you want it to be customer service, if you want to be an
Mm.
admin task, if you want to be an SEO or an Amazon store, whatever that is, you need to find out what you're really good at and focus on that. So I really decided na I'm really into property management because of the
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb experience and the large number of population of hosts or clients around the world, not only in the US but in the UK and Australia, that is looking for for an admin or a property manager or an Airbnb co-host to manage their properties that they're listed on Airbnb on sites like Airbnb. All right. So like let's say what's that other site again? BRBO. All right. So those are websites that a lot of people around the world go to. All right, to find listings on different or on countries that they're going to that they can rent. So there are,
Yeah.
believe me or not, that there are many hosts. There's a big community of clients, waiting for you. You just need to find the door,
Mm.
and that's
That's
where
true.
that's where the realm that's where lies the realm. That's really hard to find, um, the gateway, all right, para makuha mo yung client niya. But you don't have to give up, all right? So, sabi nga nila, if you're the type of guy na bukas na lang to, meron pa naman bukas, then you are really not gonna find anyone. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's not the attitude that you should have. All right, you should have. So there was yun na nga. So I'm trying to find another client. All right, na pwede ko isabay kay freelancing ko as a team lead and customer as a trainer sa medical company. And I found one. I found a host in New York that has a number of properties in Albany, and looking for a co-host. So I stay there for one or almost a year while I'm working with with this medical company. All right. So it was fun. I mean, I have never thought I would earn that much, right? But I would never thought as well that I would work that hard, all right, and that I could burn that much hours. It was
Yeah.
it was horrendous, and at the same time, it was very rewarding not only for me, but for my family and for my kids. So those were there was a time that we do grocery every week. Like every week you do groceries. I mean, it's a BPO. If you're earning 30,000, 35, 40, you'd probably do groceries like twice a week, once twice a week, or once every 2 weeks. I meant, or at least once a month. All right, but
Twice a
this
month.
exactly. So um, when I was with this two jobs that was freelancing, it was like what I said. It was horrendous. I never thought I could burn that much hours and that I could work that hard. I never thought I would earn that much at the same time. It is,
Yeah.
it is very, very rewarding. But at the same time, sabi nga nila, if you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too, di ba? So you cannot just be happy with the rain.
Yeah.
All right, there is gonna be mud that you need to go through or everything. So if you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. So
Yes.
yun na nga. So unfortunately, alright, yung medical company na nakuha ko as my first freelance gig had to let me go because they're trying to get
Mm.
accredited on the I think somewhere in medical federal state law or something like that, and they cannot have
Mm.
freelancers or outsourced employees.
Ah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
syempre, who am I to to stop them from being accredited? So
Mm. Meron
we
talagang
part
ganyan.
exactly. So we parted ways. All right, I'm happy. I told them that I was grateful with the experience and um, the chance that they've given me. I'm also grateful with the money, all right, of course.
Yeah.
And then so I'm back to just having one client. All right. So I was trying hard to find another company that I could work with, another host, and um, I was failing so much. I was failing. I said,
Mm.
I cannot just have one freelancing job because we already started earning this much. We need to
Mm.
maintain it. That's the thing. All right.
Yeah.
So I had to force myself back to a BPO company while I'm looking.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
at that time, it's still work from home. So they sent
Mm.
me the equipment. I only looked for something that would, that's only for chatting, emails, no phone calls. And I got one. All right.
Mm.
Um, so I was working two jobs again. All right. One for a BPO company, and then the second, the second Airbnb or hosting freelancing company as a property or a co-host. And then luckily, I got this client that up to right now, I still have her as my client. It's a
Okay.
property management firm. All right. that is based in Detroit. So they're looking for a maintenance coordinator or a maintenance supervisor. And I applied,
Mm-hmm.
and they saw our credential, my credentials. But what really hit them is when they, when they interviewed me. All right, and that's where you need to nail it. All right. I mean, your resume,
Yeah.
your CV, or whatever you call it, your curriculum vitae, you could put everything there as much as you can, but you need to translate that when you are being interviewed. So
Yes.
that's where I hit the spot. So they interviewed me, basic stuff, and then they gave me a scenario, like what I said from our last, show together, Phoenix. You
Mm-hmm.
don't you don't give them the exact answer on the interview. You give them a glimpse, a
Yes.
small taste of that blueberry cheesecake, and then if they really would want, make sure that they would ask or want more. All right, and then that's, when you get them, that is sure, that is yours. That is yours.
Yeah.
So you don't say everything. You don't lay out all your cards on the interview. You make them, you make them want for more, or
Want for more.
make them
Yeah.
curious that now what he's got a good point, he's got a good vision, his resolution, is good. So I got that job as a maintenance supervisor, and I am still a maintenance supervisor there right now.
Very nice.
So of course I quit the other job, all right, the BPO job again. So I was like, so long, I don't need you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
have two
Yeah.
freelance jobs now. And then my other freelance company, the one in New York, had to furlough everybody because they're not doing well. Their finances are not good.
Oh.
So they furloughed
Okay.
every offshore clients, or employees that they have. So I'm back to square one. All right, but this time I'm
Mm-mm.
doing the job that I really like, the maintenance supervisor thing, for for a property management team um, in New York, or in Detroit. I'm sorry. So I was working there. I'm still looking for another job. You don't stop. All right, you don't stop at all. I mean, you cannot
Yes.
have an 8 hour sleep while your friends are, earning money on the last 3 hours that you were sleeping.
Yeah.
All right. So why would I waste my time sleeping if I could earn money at those times? It's a lot of time to sleep when you're dead. That's what I always, that's what
Mm.
I see, how I see it. So um, I looked at Upwork, I looked at ever social media, but it's always my network of friends who gets me the job. Again, I
Oh,
am now
okay.
working as a admin assistant for a really big Airbnb company in the UK. So
Mm-hmm.
um, again, 12 hours, 14 hours of work hours, you know, but I'm even getting more than what I was getting when I had two or three jobs altogether. So it's all
Yes, it's
about the
all in the money.
exactly. So right now, I mean, just it was right now. I am almost at three digits for just two jobs.
Okay.
For just two
Okay,
jobs.
that's nice.
So I guess the idea that I want to point you towards is, first you need to find what you really want to do in the freelancing industry. All right.
Mm-mm.
Second is you need to nail it in the interview. All right. And then third,
Yeah.
get that client. When you get that client, if you do the first two steps, then basically that is the thing that you really wanted to do. And then when you get the client, I'm almost always sure that you will do good on that job, because that's what you wanted to do. If your freelancing outcome is customer service, then go find a customer service, freelancing job, right? If
Yes.
it's if your
Yes.
niche is in video editing, and and in graphic artists, all right,
Mm.
graphics and all that, then find clients that that is looking for that. Make sure it's a high paying job, or at least something that you are expecting, all right. And
Mm.
for me, that those really help me. Right now, I'm just happy. Right now, I'm working while I'm doing this interview. So imagine me earning that much and without even taking any single phone call or answering any single
Mhm.
chat or anything
Mhm.
like that. Just like a regular BPO, whatever a BPO company would give you. But then again, like what I said, with this comes a really horrendous amount of time of hours burned, and you need to be always on top of your game because they'd be expecting quality outcome. You cannot just cash in the money. You need to let them know that you are worth it, that you are that what every single cent that they send to you via PayPal or via Payoneer or via TransferWise is worth it. That they know that they should even think about giving you a raise. That maybe this guy needs more
Yes.
with the way that he's doing his job. Maybe he needs more. I'm gonna give him a bonus because that happens. That happens.
Mm.
So for me, it's mostly it depends on how bad you want it and how good how good you will do it when you get it. So that's my stories.
That's a beautiful story. Ladies and gentlemen, ayan, that is Jorell Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen. Na ang gusto ko sa kwento ni Jorel this in this interview is him being very transparent and telling everybody that um, life in itself, hindi lang sa freelancing ha, but life in itself, you have to go through ups and downs repeatedly. Yun nga, nakita nyo naman, Jorel started in the BPO company naman. Okay naman siya doon. So far, his path is going strong, pero nandiyan nga ang pandemic. He wants to do something even more than just sitting his ass na nag-aantay lang ng pasahod ng BPO sa kanya. Gusto niyang magdagdag. And then with his journey in freelancing, taas baba rin. Hindi siya parang blessed forever. Hindi naman blessed forever. Kasi
It's
kita nyo
not.
naman, nasabi naman, yeah, it's not. It's not. Nakita nyo naman, ladies and gentlemen, parang some companies had to close. Meron naman yung parts na kailangan niyang, he had to use his experience as a BPO professional din at babalik din siya just to survive, just to go through the day. And eto, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you will not take this negatively, Pero si Jorel, ginamit niya ang BPO. Nung nakahanap na siya ng something that is better, which is in freelancing, iniwan din niya ang BPO. Okay, maybe some of you might think, ay nako, di parang ginamit lang niya ang BPO. Nasaan ang loyalty? You see, ladies and gentlemen, in the... in this universe, in this world naman talaga, take it in a positive way, take it in a positive manner that everybody uses everybody. Yeah. We take ourselves to where we get better. We take ourselves to where there are greener pastures. Kasi kung kailangan mo ang isang bagay, gagamitin mo yung bagay na yan. Pero kung hindi mo na kailangan, isa-set aside mo at gagamit ka ulit ng ibang bagay. So why is BPO or ibang klaseng employment any different? You are just surviving. And this is something, ladies and gentlemen, that I encourage you to digest. I-digest nyo yan. Because in the world of freelancing, ladies and gentlemen, yun nga, yung sinasabi ng iba na volatile. Volatile ang career mo sa freelancing because some companies will close, some businesses will close, they will turn you over. Katulad nga nitong nangyari kay Jorel na they have to let go all of their freelancers because the government tells them to. You see, yun nga. So they are also using you for as long as they can use you and then they will let you go when they cannot use you anymore. That is the process. And I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that you won't take that negatively because that is just how it works. Maganda nga yung ganun ladies and gentlemen, because as you move along and keep changing companies, marami ka ring natututunan. If Jorell stuck with BPO dahil sa utang na loob, sabihin mo ng due to loyalty and everything like that, baka hanggang ngayon hindi pa siya nagkakasahod ng where he is happy or doing what he is happy with. That is something that you need to analyze, ladies and gentlemen. Kasi,
Let me add
pag
up to that.
nasa freelance...
Yeah, I'm
Yes, go
sorry.
ahead, Jorell.
So the way I look at is I can stick on that job, on the BPO job. I can do that. I can manage that with two more freelancing jobs. That's not a problem. It's only a non-voice BPO job. But all
Mm-hmm.
right, why would I be that greedy? Di ba? Yung slot ko sa BPO na yun, pwede kong ibigay sa iba kung hindi pa kaya mag-freelance.
There.
So for me, it's a win-win situation na and I don't want to cheat the BPO people na I might compromise the quality of job or
Mm.
that I would give them kasi nag-focus ako sa dalawang freelancing gigs ko. So for me, not only yung point ni Phoenix, which is very, very true. All right. I don't need you now. So I would put you away because I need to focus on the two gigs. But it's also my principle na kesa dayain ko tong BPO na to or
Mm-mm.
kesa ma-compromise yung quality at yung pahirapan maging burden sa team na kinalalagyan ko sa BPO nito. So why don't I just quit it and leave them alone para makakuha
Mm.
sila ng bagong agent or ahente na makakapag-perform para sa team nila. So that's how I look at it. Kaya pag tuwing kakapit ako sa BPO at kailangan ko nang umalis, I leave graciously. I leave good stats.
Mm.
Nagre-resign talaga ako. Hindi ako nag-aawol kasi mahirap yun eh. Mahirap na aalis ka na nga, mag-aawol ka. So, bibigyan mo pa ng problema yung team mo. Tapos yung team lead mo sa pag-process ng papers mo. So, yun lang, yun lang.
Yes, we tried not to burn bridges, ladies and gentlemen. We also encourage you not to burn bridges kasi hindi natin alam kung kailangan din natin sila or eventually magiging client din natin sila. We do not know what the future entails. So we try not to burn bridges, whether that is BPO, whether that is corporate, or whether that is in freelancing. Take it how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ako kasi, I know that in the eyes of the company, you are just a number. You are just a number. So whether you come or go, it doesn't really matter. Kung kailangan ka nila, you will be there. Kung hindi ka nila kailangan, tatanggalin ka nila. So my relationship towards them is likewise the same. Pero kung gusto nyo ng katulad ng mindset ni Jorell na, well, I wouldn't want to cheat on this company by not giving them 100% of my time. Also, bakit hindi ibigay sa iba na nangangailangan din? Right, if you want that kind of mindset, then go for it. Pero yun nga ang sinasabi ko, time changes, our career changes, it keeps on rolling. Kaya nga sabi ni Jorell, do not stop. Do not stop. Just because you are set in a good position in your career as a freelancer, that doesn't mean that you should stop right there. Hindi ka magpapahinga, hindi yung, hi, eto na, okay, set for life na ako. No. Because ladies and gentlemen, life is a wheel. Hindi natin alam, tataas, bababa. Even companies go through that. All businesses go through that. And even you will go through that. So you should never stop. You should never stop. Don't stop on learning. Don't stop on upping your skill level. Because, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, kailangan din natin maging at the top of our game, as Jorell says. Hindi pwede ang asal na, okay, gagawin ko lang yung kailangan ninyo dahil katulong lang ako. Hindi pwede yung ganun na mentality. Dapat ang mindset ninyo, ladies and gentlemen, is, yun nga yung sinabi ni Jorell, yung mahihiya sila sa'yo kaya sila na mismo itong magtataas ng rate mo. Right? That is a very, very good mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Kahit isang client pa lang, you should perform in a way that they, the clients, will be ashamed of themselves and increase your rate. Dapat ganun ang attitude ninyo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that mindset, ladies and gentlemen, that also challenges you. Hindi lang yung sa gawa eh. That also challenges you kasi sasabihin mo, okay, how can I be a better person? How can I be a better freelancer? By upping your skill level, by studying more, by learning more about your niche. And I love what everything that Jorell said from the very beginning, lahat yung advice niya kung paano niyo ma-discover ang niche ninyo. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you niche down or not, it is still important that you get to know where you are good at. Yun ang isang magandang point ni Jorell. Tignan mo kung saan ka magaling. Tignan mo kung ano yung parang pitik lang ay kayang-kaya mo. Tignan mo rin kung ano yung weakness mo para kung ayaw mo, di iwasan mo. Kung gusto mong i-improve, then i-improve mo. Kung gusto mong yung saan ka magaling, ay yun naman ang parang you try to sharpen your knife even more and more and more and more. Pareho ang magiging resulta niyan. Tataas ang rate mo kung gagawin mo yan. So what's important is you have to know who you are as a freelancer. Whether you stay as a general VA or you want to niche down to a certain specialty. Yeah. One thing that boggles my mind, Jorell, is how the hell were you able to juggle those jobs? Paano ka I mean, uh, how are you still alive right now? Ano ba ginawa mo?
I guess it's all in the time management. Today kasi yung property management job ko sa Detroit. And I'm a maintenance supervisor, so I don't really make phone calls. I don't answer inquiries. I just do admin tasks, get workers paid, check if
Mm-mm.
the jobs are done up to the quality that I wanted it to be. Doon naman sa isa is updating lang ako ng database as a co-admin. And then, update ng mga listings. So, hindi ko masasabi hindi siya stressful, pero napaka ang daming task. It really burns a lot of hours. It really burns a lot of hours. So the idea is if you're gonna do two jobs at the same time, you need to make sure that none of them involves, focusing on one job even more than the other. Yung halimbawa, kailangan magko-calls ka sa isang trabaho, tapos sa isa hindi. Mahirapan ka mag-juggle.
Mm.
Not unless, you know, um, kayang-kaya mo talaga yung ganong niche. Pero, for me, kasi tulad ngayon, my shift starts on the UK job from 5 p.m. Manila time up until 5 a.m. the next day. Tapos yung sa Detroit ko naman yung maintenance supervisor, maintenance coordinator. It starts at 9 p.m. in the evening Manila time up until 5 a.m. So, over talaga siya ng isang 12-hour shift. Hindi ako kailangan
Mm.
mag-extend up until, you know. So, it's within the arrangement. Eh. So,
Mm-mm.
when you get interviewed, you need, like what I said, you need to make them want you. And then if you say
Yes.
yes, that's where you lay your conditions. I can do that, but I want this schedule. I can even, or pwede mo sabihin na, pero syempre, kailangan pangatawanan mo. Na, I can do
Mm.
more than that, but I want this schedule. So, it's, wag kayong magpapadala sa emosyon pag narinig yung, we're looking at hiring you. Don't
Mm.
be a yes man. You need to plan it accordingly, lalo na kung may isa pa kayong trabaho, isa pang freelancing
Mm.
gig. Pero kung kung first job mo, tapos okay naman sa yung offer, edi why not? Grab it, whatever it is, kung anong schedule. Tell them you're flexible, whatnot.
Mm.
So, Actually, dito sa UK job, 3 months ko kasi itong inintay eh. 3 months. Na para
Ooh,
makuha kasi ang ganda ng offer. Talagang
wow,
nagtaga
ah.
ako ng isang gig. Ng isang gig lang. Ng ganung katagal. Para lang makuha to. Kasi ayoko nga magkaroon ng problema eh. Na kung papagdako ko na, problema pa ako na mag-dispatch ng isa pang trabaho. So, ayoko naman ng ganun. So, for me, siguro yun talaga yung pinag-isipan kong mabuti na kung kukunin ako nito, kailangan masabi ko na ito yung schedule na gusto ko. Which is nag-work naman. And just to make sure that he does not say no. May arrangement kami na I can work 6 days in a week, 12 hours shift,
Ah,
but I can do
uh-huh.
more if needed. So, alam mo yun, you need to bait him, but you need to
Yes.
make sure that you can back it up when it happens. And I can do that. I mean,
Mm,
I've been doing 6 days for God knows how long now for this client. And for each and every 6 days, that's 12-hour shifts. So, kasabay nun yung isa kong trabaho na sa Detroit, sa property management. So sabi ko nga, it's not a walk in the park. If you want that money,
yeah.
if you want that job security, you need to earn it. You need to burn a horrendous number of hours, and you need to show them that you're worth it. Hindi siya easy money. Yung kasi nasa isip nila eh, yung mga baguhan eh. Yung
Mm,
easy money ang
mm,
freelancing, no. It will never ever be easy money kasi napakahirap. Kasi you are on your own. Walang BPO company na pwedeng ilatag yung mukha nila para sabihin na itong ahente na to magaling. No, ito hindi.
mm.
It's you na you need to deal with them on a daily basis para ipaalala sa kanila na, hey, you're spending this much and I'm worth it. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
sabi nga, hindi siya madali, hindi siya easy money, pero it's big money. I'm telling you right now,
yes.
if you're earning 40, you get one, two good clients, you can earn up to 90 to 100. Depends on how good you do on your job. It's not a walk in the park. It's not easy money. You need to burn hours. You need to work hard. You need to evolve. You need to, remind them every day that, hey, I'm your apex predator. I'm the best guy that you have.
Yes.
I can do
Yes.
whatever it is
Wow.
that you want. I can learn whatever it is that you want, and I'll do it for you. Yun yung way na masasabi mo na may ipapakita mo sa kanila na kaya ko to at kulang yung binabayad mo sa akin. At may isip
Mm,
nila yon.
mm.
Believe me. At in maybe in the long run, in the long run or 2 or 3 weeks, it doesn't matter. But time will come that they will realize na you need a raise because of the job that you do. So, yun lang.
Yeah.
So, do sa sleeping hours, sabi ko nga, 12 hours a day lang ako, sometimes 14. We have 24 hours, so I still sleep like 4 or 5 hours. Good enough for me.
Mm.
So,
Wow. No, so that is the secret sauce, ladies and gentlemen. Kita nyo si Jorel, he's still good. He's still doing good. May nasabi si Jorel which I also use. I really use that even until now because it's like a gateway to many possibilities. Lagi kong dinadagdag yung if I am in the middle of an off negotiation, I always add I can do more if needed. If needed. Yun, yung sinabi ni Jorel kanina, I will work 6 hours a week but I can do more if needed. Magandang gamitin yun, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not just about giving services. It's not just about giving services. You're opening the possibility for an upskill and even higher rates. Kasi yun ang pwede, sa akin in my translation of that expression is, well, kung dadagdagan nyo ang bayad ko, di dadagdagan ko rin ang serbisyo ko. Right? So I can do more if needed. Yeah, magandang opening yon to many possibilities eh. Kasi it means to say that you are flexible, you still have time for them, you can still do more for them, provided na syempre there it should be negotiated again. I love that. I love that. Jorell mentioned that you have to say that. But there's also one thing that Jorell said here. If you intend, ladies and gentlemen, if you intend to do multiple jobs, try not to bite more than you can chew. Kaya nga importante yung sinabi ni Jorel kanina, yung emphasis is to know yourself. Know where you are good at. Know kung ano yung mga skills mo, because if you are going to accept another job, a second job, a third job, you should be able to add that in your day effortlessly. Hindi yung ginusto mo, tapos pagkatapos na ng lahat-lahat, saka ka na lang magtatanong na, sandali, kaya ko ba to? Kaya ko ba to? Ay nako, 2 hours na lang ang tulog ko sa isang araw. No, 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 no. And one big strategy that Jorel also mentioned here, daming nasabi ni Jorel. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are paying attention. Kasi may sinabi si Jorel dito, the way you negotiate with your clients is, I can do that, I can even do more, but I need to work in this schedule, under this schedule. So ikaw mismo ang magme-mention ng schedule. You can give them, you can promise them that you will give the work that they need, pero under your terms naman. That is what you call a negotiation, ladies and gentlemen. A negotiation doesn't exist if you do not have a say on it. Okay? Kung ikaw na lang itong yes po, yes po, yes sir, yes sir, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, I can do that, para lang mabigyan ka ng trabaho, that is not a negotiation. Diba, negotiation is one of the toughest parts in getting this, in landing a contract. And negotiation doesn't only entail the rates. It doesn't only talk about the money that you're gonna get. No. What about the conditions of your work? Ayun na nga ang isang iniiwasan natin sa factory work and corporate job. Yun nga ang iniiwasan natin kasi gusto natin, we want to take control of our life. We want to take control of our time. So how come na mag yes ma'am, yes sir ka lang sa mga clients sa freelancing? When you have this great opportunity to tell them, yes, I can do that, I can do all of that, but under these times. So, umuwi ka na nga na nag-work from home ka para sasabihin mo na magkaroon ka ng more time for your family, more time for your kids. Tapos, ikaw papayag ka rin na sila mismo ang magde-decide ng working schedule para sa iyo. Why not do the whole thing na ikaw na ang mag-control ng working schedule mo? Ladies and gentlemen, that is empowerment. And you have to empower yourself. You have to know, ladies and gentlemen, that that is a privilege that you have that you can do in freelancing. Kaya nga nandito si Jorel eh. That's why Jorel is here, because he wants to do the jobs that he loves doing. That is point number 1. Point number 2 is he wants to work at certain hours that he wants to work with. Hindi ba't masarap yung ganon, ladies and gentlemen? So if you want to be like Jorel here, I hope that you are paying attention from the beginning of the interview until now. Then marami siyang mga naibigay na tidbits. Before continuing to Jorel, let me just give you guys some reminders of the upcoming episodes. Kasi malapit na tayo sa oras, and let me just share you something, ladies and gentlemen. Announcement po natin. Next week, our Flip Chat and Chill episode will be about a day in the life of a freelancer. Ayan, eto maganda rin ito. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you ask what happens. How do you schedule? How do you manage your time? Yun ang isa sa mga napakaraming tanong ninyo, and magkakaiba po ang mga sagot namin. Some of us are moms, some of us are dads, some of us are single people. So how about we take a look at a day in the life of a freelancer? This is going to be next Monday at 6 p.m. Come and join us, ladies and gentlemen. Maraming kakalad ka rin si Carmina, guests natin dito. And if you enjoyed our JasSuccess interview this afternoon, I hope that you will come and join us also next week on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. It's going to be an interview with Miss Hara Amago. She is a chemist mom sharing her formula for freelancing success, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, matindi ito ah. So I hope you get to join us also next week, ladies and gentlemen. Now, eto, vabootcamp.ph/enroll is the website that you ought to go to kasi lifetime access na po. Ito pala nakalimutan kong banggitin. Yung shinare ni Jorell kanina na kwento niya, napakaganda kasi sabi niya, he has to start from zero again kasi nung nawalan siya ng client, he has to get another client to supplement. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, nakakalimutan natin ang procedure, ang technique, and how we did it before because it has been a while already, right? So sometimes we need some refreshers, pati yung mga skills natin, pag minsan nakakalimutan natin. And it is a great advantage that our courses here are lifetime access na po. And we divided them into different packages. The skills package, ito puro skills lang ang bibigay namin. But do not underestimate this package, ladies and gentlemen, because marami na sa inyo ito mga nagtapos ng skills package and you are successful already. You also have the accelerated package. Accelerated package is the start of where you can join our guided hustle challenge, ladies and gentlemen, which is quite a very, very big help to many freelancers out there. And the complete package, siguro naman alam niyo yan, lahat ng alam namin, ibibigay namin sa inyo, plus many, many more perks. Oh, why VA Bootcamp? Kasi lifetime access nga. Malaking halaga itong lifetime access na ito, ladies and gentlemen, because sabi ko nga, in the future, you might want to come back to your lessons and accessible pa rin sila. We have the Guided Hustle Challenge, we have coaching calls, we have a solid support system, we have internships, which I hope na siguro naman lahat ng mga interns na na dumaan sa amin, masasabi nila na na-enjoy nila kahit paano ang experience nila dito. And we also have next level freelancing courses, creating an irrefusable offer, obtaining high value clients, starting a freelance agency. Go take a look at it at vabootcamp.ph/shop. And we also have VA Bootcamp individual courses kapag ayaw ninyo ng mga divided into packages. Courses at 1,490 are Better English for Online Success and Getting Started with Blogging. And all the rest are priced at 2,990. Take a look at them at vabootcamp.ph/shop. Also, kung wala kayong budget, we got you. We got your back. Free courses are here, ladies and gentlemen. And all of these courses, ladies and gentlemen, hindi po pipitsugin ito mga nandito mga courses dito. Take a look at them. Silipin ninyo. You try them out and tignan nyo kung meron kayong mahahanap na contracts by using just these courses, ladies and gentlemen. vabootcamp.ph/free courses. Ayan. Thank you for that. Okay. Let me go back to Jorell. Jorell, you mentioned that it's all about balancing. If you want to take multiple jobs, you need to balance it out. How can a person figure out kung ano ang strength at weaknesses nila?
Para sa akin, that comes in when you find out what you really want to do sa freelancing. Yung freelancing outcome, yung niche mo. So say basically, like for me, property management. Nung na-figure out ko na, sige, dito ako magpo-focus sa property management, sa maintenance supervisory, co-hosting. Alam ko na yung mga, I have a broad idea on ano yung mga task nun. Paano yung mga system na ginagamit or whatnot. At, that way, kasi if you intend to do, Amazon listing and you don't have any idea what that is, mahirapan ka talaga mag-balance ng time mo. Diba? So, that's kaya nga importante talaga sa freelancing yung bago ko pumasok dyan, dapat alam mo na kung ano yung gusto mo. Gusto mo bang mag-customer service plan? Gusto mo bang, email or lead specialist yan or chat or kung ano man, kung admin job, VA, pag na-determine mo na yan, it would be easy, very easy for you na magdagdag pa ng isang trabaho and you would know kung kaya pa talaga. Oh my God. Kung kaya mo ba
Mm.
talaga yung dalawang trabaho bago mo pa siya tanggapin. Di ba? So, for me, ngayon sa dalawang jobs ko, hindi ko na talaga kakayanin kung magdadagdag pa ako ng isa. So, syempre, gusto ko rin namang makatulong. Gusto ko rin naman kahit pa paano magkaroon ng at least 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Um,
Mm.
so, siguro kaya na isa pa, pero that would be, no, it's not worth it na. Hindi na, ani ko lang ganun kadaming pera. Di ba? Excuse me. So, for me, siguro, yung pagbabalance ng trabaho is depending on how you manage your tasks talaga. So, kung sa tingin mo dun sa isang trabaho, you have something pressing na kailangan talagang, kailangan talagang gawin right there and then you do that first. And then after that, lipat ka na sa ano. Kaya it's always good talaga na ano eh, na meron kang isang desktop na dual monitor, tapos meron kang isang laptop, tapos isa pang monitor para sa laptop. That way, that way you can switch from monitors from one. Ang hirap kasi na sinubukan ko na isang monitor lang. Hindi ko kaya, kailangan dual monitors talaga ako. So, yun lang siguro. For me, hindi naman ako nahihirapan kasi sabi ko nga, hindi siya mahirap na trabaho pero sobrang dami ng task. Doon ka malulunod. That's why you need to burn
Mm.
hours and you need to meet deadlines. Kaya yung sa mga beginners o yung magsisimula pa lang, pag halimbawa nalaman mo yun kung ano yung freelancing outcome na gusto nyo, yung niche nyo, take it one step at a time siguro. Ngayon, kung gamay nyo na at sa tingin nyo, kaya ko na magdagdag ng isa pang ganitong klaseng trabaho, then go for it. Go for it. Huwag kang mag-hesitate. Kung sa, kasi ikaw ang nakakaalam nun eh. Hindi maalam na asawa mo yun. Hindi maalam ng
Yes.
current client. It's you. Ikaw dapat. Alam mo yung capabilities mo. Kung ano yung kaya mong gawin uh, on that same time. So you look for that. Kung halimbawa, kung kaya mo lang ng email, at nakasabay nung current freelancing job mo, then look for a job na for emails. Believe me, meron yan. Meron nga
Yes.
tagagawa lang ng slides eh. Can you believe that? Tagagawa ng
Yes.
PowerPoint slides as a freelancing job. Meron yan. You just need to find them. Kaya,
Mm-mm.
sabi ko nga, that's where the challenge is eh. Yung finding yung kliyente. Mahirap talaga, pero if you're the type of person na sumusuko ka kagad, no, wala. Hindi mo talaga sila makikita kasi they will not go knocking on your door. You need to find them through your network of friends, kung sa Upwork. Sa Upwork, maraming mga ganyan. Sa iba pang mga
Mm-mm.
sa Indeed or sa uh, jobs online, whatever it is, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, whatever it is, look for it. Kung gusto mo talaga, kasi sabi ko nga, it's how bad you want it. Eh. So,
Mm-hmm.
kung gusto mo talaga, hindi ka titigil eh, habang tulad ko ako, nung nawalan ako ng isang client, iwan lang ako sa isang client. Normally, talagang nagdadagdag ako ng 2 oras na gising ako para mag-search ng clients. Apart pa dun sa
Mm.
pag-search ko habang nagtatrabaho ako. So,
Mm-mm.
nakikita naman, and you don't stop. Sabi, it's important na you don't stop eh. Kasi, pag tumigil ka, tatamarin ka na sunod-sunod. Totoo yan.
Yes.
Pag na-experience mong
Yeah.
matulog ng 12 hours ng weekend, uulitin mo yan sigurado. Tapos
Yes.
naka-8 ka, sigurado ulitin mo yan. So, pero syempre, if you've been working 6 hours a day, 6 hours, 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, hindi na masama yung matulog ka man lang na isang 12 hours na
Mm-hmm.
sa off mo or whatnot. So, yun lang. So, balance, it depends on you eh. So, ako, gamay ko kasi itong gantong parehong trabaho eh, and I can do them both at the same time regardless kung how many tasks. So, sabi ko nga, you need to find out what you really want to do, tapos kuha ko muna ng isa, then pag komportable ka na at sa tingin mo, nag-gauge mo na sa sarili mo na kaya ko pa magdagdag ng isa pang trabaho, then do it. Do it. Go for it. Huwag ka mag-hesitate. Yun lang. Sorry, ang dami ko sinabi.
Oh, no, I love what you said. It's perfect, Jorel. Lalo na yung ano yung katamaran part. Yung nasabi nga ni Carmi, yari kapag nasanay ang katawan sa katamaran. This is true, ladies and gentlemen. Lalo kapag wala tayong work. Pag nawalan ka ng work, wag mong hayaang ang katawan mo ay magiging tamad. Wag mong yes, it's true na you can try to entertain yourself, comfort yourself kapag nawalan ka ng work, for example, tapos yung feeling depressed ka, sige lang, do what it takes para ikaw ay makabangon. But as much as possible, avoid causing yourself to get lazy. Yun nga yung sabi ni Jorel, do not stop, because once you stop, you start getting lazy. Ay, ang pagiging lazy na yan, buti sana kung stagnant. Kung stagnant yung parang, okay, gusto ng katawan mo na 10 hours a day ka matulog. Buti sana kung ganun na yun, ano, yung as in steady na yun, forever na yun. Hindi. Hindi. Slowly, gugustuhin ng katawan mo na magdagdag ng isa pang oras.
Nagle-level
Right?
up yan. Nagle-level up.
Nagle-level up yung katamaran. So as much as possible, ladies and gentlemen, do not stop. Do not stop. Kasi keep the ball rolling. Ano ko? Dahil dun nga, once you start getting complacent, you start getting lazy. And laziness will level up, na sinabi ni Jorel. I love his energy there. So Jorel, since we're nasa closing time na tayo, let me just ask you, with your experiences, ang dami mong experience, honestly, marami ka nang nasabing tips and tricks, marami ka nang nasabi na something that we can carry on in this interview. But from you yourself, what's the advice that you can give our audiences today?
Siguro sa akin, for the beginners, don't expect na malaki kagad yung makukuha. You need to earn it. Parang, siguro, after you find out what you want to do, tapos nakapag-interview kayo, and then dumating yung job offer, tapos it's not what you're expecting. That's not how it works. You
Oh
can
yeah.
start with whatever. Anak, I'm sorry about that. My kid is.
It's okay. It's okay.
So like what I said, when the offer is there, and if it's a job that you really wanted to do, kunin mo, and then work hard on it, burn hours, and let them know that you deserve a raise. Na make them feel na kailangan ko na you're worth more than this. Ganun naman sila eh. More or less. Meron ding not unless agency ka nag-apply, syempre mas stuck ka dun sa rate na. There's nothing against agency.
Yes.
I have nothing against agencies. Pero that's how it works
Mm-mm.
for agencies, just like BPOs. You get stuck on whatever you signed up for. But if you're freelance
Mm-mm.
and direct to client, if they see that you are worth more than what they've given you on set, then they will definitely, definitely give you a raise. Okay. Next is um, sa mga may client na and gustong magdagdag, make sure na yung idadagdag nyo is yung kaya nyong isabay. Huwag kang magdadagdag ng, let's say, yung schedule mo sa gabi, tapos idadagdag mo sa umaga. Abay, Diyos ka, pagka nagawa mo yun. Napakahirap.
Oh.
Di ka na matutulog, talaga. Talaga ba, Charmaine? So, so for me, siguro, no choice kayo kung magdo-double or triple times ka. You need to do it on one shift, regardless kung mag-extend ka ng 6 or 5 hours sa isang shift para lang ma-cover mo yung shift ng additional clients mo. So you need to make sure that's on one long shift. Kasi hindi, mahirap talaga. I mean, I'm not sure if it's doable, pero I know it's mahirap na yung isang client mo sa gabi, yung isang client mo sa umaga. So, paano yun? So for me yun, siguro, you need to make sure na pag kumuha ka, yung kaya mong gawin at yung kasabay ng current job mo at hindi maapektuhan yung outcome ng parehong trabaho. So next is, work hard. Let's remove the mindset na ang freelancing ay easy money. It is not. It is easy money kasi gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. Sabi nga nila, if you love, what you do at work, then you will never work a single day in your life. You will never ever work a single day. If you love what you do at work, tulad ko, I love what I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm helping my own company na mag-earn ng pera. So, for me siguro yun yung para sa akin. Burn hours, alright? Tapos make sure that you do good and let them see it. Dun sa ano. Yun yung last na ano. Yun yung gusto kong iparating talaga na burn hours guys sa mga client nyo. Do whatever it takes to impress them. Kasi yun yung way para yung job security na volatile malesen, hindi siya maging volatile. At magkaroon
Mhm.
sila ng attachment sa'yo na yung feeling na pag nawala si Phoenix, so sobrang daming task na ginagawa niya. Kailangan natin ng 2 or 3 pang kapalit. So hindi natin aalisin si Phoenix. Kahit anong mangyari. So, ganun yung gusto ko. Ganun kasi ako eh. So, I try to do as many tasks as I can. Minsan, pang dalawang
Mm.
ahente ng 2 tao ng 3 tao ng trabaho. Para ma-understand nila na hindi natin to pwedeng alisin kasi pag inalis natin to, ang daming trabaho mo. And, yun lang yung para sa akin.
I most definitely agree. I most definitely agree. Yan din ang ginagawa ko, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever I work for a client, I work with a client, I make myself indisposable from their business. I do my best para hindi ako yung ay si Phoenix, okay, pwede nating tanggalin yan kasi ano lang yan parang ingay lang yan, yung parang ganun. You try to make yourself indisposable for as much as you can. Yung hindi naman sinasabi na na mag-overwork ka, hindi yun sinasabi. The quality of your work, ladies and gentlemen, the quality of your output is what matters kasi doon nila makikita kung gaano ka valuable. See? So if you want to see your self-worth, ladies and gentlemen, look at your output. Doon mo mame-measure kung gaano kataas talaga ang value mo. Hindi yung it's not in your emotions, ladies and gentlemen. Kaya I love what Jorell said there, that you have to make yourself indisposable para sila na mismo itong mahihiya na no, kailangan taasan natin ang sahod ni Jorell. Yung ganon dapat kasi ang mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Alam ko ito ginawa na ninyo sa yung mga galing sa BPO companies, galing sa mga factory, galing sa corporate work. Alam ko ganyan kayo nung simula. Nung simula kayo sa career ninyo sa work ninyo outside freelancing, ganyan kayo ka-passionate na gusto nyong mapipilay ang kumpanya kapag mawawala kayo. So if you can bring that attitude to freelancing, ladies and gentlemen, malaki ang impact ninyo kasi direktang client na ang kausap ninyo, hindi company, hindi superiors na kasi pag marami kayong superiors kasi, ang makakakita lang sa hirap mo yung direct na superior mo. Yung mismong nagpapasahod sa iyo, yung president, wala silang pakialam sa iyo, you're just an ant. Isa kang langgam lang na ginagawa mo yung dapat mong trabaho. Yun ang tingin nila. But in freelancing, where you are working directly with a client, makikita nila kung ano ang output mo. Doon nila makikita kung gaano ka valuable as a freelancer. So, doon ka mag-shine. Doon ka dapat bumanat. May isang Jorel, pahabol lang isang tanong dito kasi naisingit ni Maher ito. May plans po ba kayo na mag-outsource ng tasks para makakuha ng new clients?
Naisip ko na yan, pero Kung kaya kong gawin, hindi ko talaga na-outsource. It's, sabi ko nga, you do as much jobs as you can para yung task na yun mapunta sa'yo. Tapos, you know, leverage kasi yung mga tasks eh. Leverage mo yun sa clients na para hindi ka maging expendable. Alam mo yun? Na hindi ka maging pawn na pwede nilang itapon ka agad. So, but, if there's too many tasks, alright, na alam kong hindi ko na kayang i-handle, why not? I mean, I would really love to help, starting people na magkaroon ng client. That's the same thing that my network of friends do to me. Na may
Mm.
mga tasks na hindi na nila kayang gawin. So nagkataon na naghahanap ako, lumapit ako sa kanila, binigay nila sa akin. So that's how I got the job. That's normally how I get the job. So I'm definitely planning to pay it forward kapag kaya. Pag di ko na kaya, if there is a need ng bagong freelancer sa mga tasks na wala nang kayang may gumawa. Why not? It's not a problem. I will let you know.
Good answer. Good answer. You know what, Bahar, I understand where Jorel is coming from. Kasi nga, ginagawa niya kung ano yung mahal niyang trabaho, ano? So if that is the case, whatever your task, whatever your product is, you consider it as your baby. You consider it as your baby. Ayaw mo na na may ibang mag-aalaga sa baby mo. Gusto mong ikaw lang mag-aalaga sa baby mo. Ganun. That is why some people, some freelancers do not entertain opening to outsourcing. Because yun nga, yung parang merong emotional attachment na doon sa doon sa ginagawa natin. Yung parang ayoko ipahawak sa iba. We have emotional attachments to our products. Ganun din ako. That is why I do not outsource. The only time that I give work is yung mga hindi ko talaga trabaho. It's like I see a job and I see a person who fits the job, then sige, mag-meet kayong dalawa. Yun na lang ang ginagawa ko instead of like outsourcing na ala agency style, because my products are my babies. Ganun sa akin. So I do understand where Jorel is coming
At
from.
sa akin
And we
kasi,
are,
just to
yeah.
make it very quick, sa akin kasi, I don't outsource as like an agency. What I do, what my
Mm,
friends did to me, is is I will introduce you to the client directly. So you're actually gonna be a freelancer.
yes.
It gives you a chance, to prove yourself, and then get a raise from what they would initially give you. So sa akin ganun eh. So for me, it's a much better form of help sa mga startup freelancing or sa
Mm-hmm.
mga senior na freelancing na naghahanap pa ng clients is instead of locking them up on a very, very low rate or whatever rate it is na in-outsource mo sila,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you just introduce them sa client mismo?
Yes.
Put up a good couple of words na, hey, I know this guy works good, work ethic is phenomenal, second to none,
Mm,
interview him, he can do the job. That's it. Magbabahala na kayo mag-usap. Now, it's your time to shine. If you get up accepted or not, then it's on you. It's not on me. I did my part.
yes.
I introduced
Mm-mm.
you. I spread out a good couple of good words, and then it's your turn. There's nothing that I can do. I just introduce you to the client para rekta ka rin sa client kamukha mo. So, fair chance eh.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, exactly. Yes, exactly, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't say any more from what Jorel has already mentioned. Now, Jorel, lumagpas na tayo sa oras. Forgive me for that. Alam ko makulit na sila. Makulit na sila eh. So I'm so sorry about that. Pero pahabol na lang last. Is there anything you'd like to advertise or meron kang isa-shout out before we close this interview?
Oh, wala eh. Ano lang ako eh. I rarely do interviews kasi hindi naman ako kilalang freelancer. I'm not really even a very, very good, hindi naman ako ganun kagaling na freelancer. Siguro I just say it as it is. Yung talagang kung ano yung totoong nangyayari sa mga freelancer na struggling at the same time, gets good, good episodes sa freelancing series nila. So, nothing to promote. I just, I like what you're doing, Phoenix. This
Oh,
show
thank
or
you.
shows that I wish yung mga startup freelancers na na pinapanood kasi not only they would not only get points from me, they also get points from you and from other other freelancers. Tulad ng next episode mo si Madam, parang ang ganda nung
Mhm.
interview niyon, so I would try to see if I could get time to show or to watch that episode. So sana hindi kayo magsawa sa mga viewers ni Sir Phoenix. Take points, not just don't just write them down, gawin nyo kasi pag na-stuck kayo sa traditional BPO, wala. Stuck kayo sa 30K, 40K, wala. Hindi, promise me if you experience getting 60 or 70 or 80 a month, oh my God, you don't know na, kaya ko pala to. My God, pwede na
Oh
ako
yeah.
mag-landers once a month. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Save more than every week. So, so yun lang. Nothing to promote. I'm just happy na this show gives, people, beginners a chance, to make or get tips and start good with their chosen paths of freelancing. So yun lang. Thank you.
Well, I, for one, I'm very, very thankful that you are here, Jorel, because you have a beautiful mind. You have such a beautiful mind. And I love that you're able to articulate it properly. Kasi maraming mga freelancers ito, ladies and gentlemen, you need to take notes from Jorel. Kasi maraming mga freelancers they did succeed, but they aren't able to express how they got there. Kaya ito ang maganda kay Jorel because he knows where he came from. He knows how he has come up to where he is right now. And I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to please document your journey. Hindi lang yung mga, wag nyong i-post lang yung mga wins ninyo. Of course, I encourage you to post your wins, pero also take note of whether bumagsak kayo, nahirapan kayo, pumalpak kayo. You also need to document those because, ladies and gentlemen, that is what makes your journey such a beautiful thing. Ang sarap kaya napakinggan yung kwento. Katulad nitong si Jorel, kita nyo naman, you will be surprised na, wow, he's a superstar and yet he goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And he is a very practical person. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? Hindi po all rainbows and colors ang freelancing. And this is why I really appreciate why Jorel is here because for you to realize, ladies and gentlemen, that us freelancers are also humans. We also live our lives up and down just like you. Ang kagandahan nga lang, kapag maganda-ganda ang posisyon natin, nakaka-extra digits tayo sa ating finances. And don't you want to be like that? Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you get inspired with Jorel here. Thank you very much, Jorel. I hope that I get to talk to you again some other time. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.